Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to learn about the atmosphere. Atmosphere. Here, in this lesson, we are going to learn about the atmosphere. What are what means the composition of atmosphere and the structure. In that structure, in that atmosphere, there are five layers that we are going to learn, and the difference between weather and climate. And then we are going to learn about temperature and case study of cyclone Titli and humidity. So these all things we are going to learn in this lesson, the atmosphere. Here, before start the lesson, here we are going to tell the Molina, Mario, Mario J. Molina, he was awarded by Nobel Prize in chemistry subject in the year 1995. 1995 for chemistry subject chemistry subject. He was awarded by Nobel Prize. He studied about ozone layer, how it protects from ultraviolet raises to the how the ozone layer protects from ultraviolet raises. Those things he studied, so that's why he awarded by the Nobel Prize Award in 1995. So after this we must know the atmosphere, what it is. Maybe you have seen about orange. Orange you have seen. So the orange you have seen. So you know this peel. This is the peel. So this protects the orange. This peel protects the orange. So same way the earth protected by the atmosphere. The earth is protected by the atmosphere. So here, earth is unique planet. It's called a unique planet. Why it is a special planet compared with the other planets? Because here we can means here there is a because of the oxygen, water is available on the earth, and oxygen is there. That is also like helpful to take a breathing for the human beings. So this is what the these that main features helps to stay the living beings on the human beings on the earth. So that's why what happened, the earth is totally different from other planets. Okay, so see this atmosphere, it comes around the earth. This is the earth, mother earth, and this is the atmosphere which is surrounded by the earth. Okay, so this atmosphere protects the earth. The atmosphere protects the earth from ultraviolet sun rays. Comes from the sun. So those ultraviolet rays directly it won't come on the earth because of this atmosphere. It protects from the ultraviolet rays. How this atmosphere plays important role, that we are going to learn. So here this is called atmosphere. In this atmosphere there are totally five important layer comes. In this atmosphere there are totally five important layers are there. So we are going to learn how these five layers plays important role. Okay, and what are the importance of those each layer. Before this, we must know about the composition of atmosphere. How it composed. Composition of atmosphere. Composition of atmosphere. So there are many gases which are present in atmosphere. In that, especially 78% of nitrogen is present. Nitrogen is present in atmosphere, and 21% of oxygen Oxygen is also present in atmosphere. Then 0.93% argon, 0.03% carbon dioxide, carbon, carbon dioxide, and 0.04% other gases. Other gases, and even we can see there is water vapor, water content also present in atmosphere, water vapor, and then the dust particles, dirt, salt, bacteria, etc. So these are all present in atmosphere. So this is the composition of atmosphere. Here the 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, and 0.93% of argon, and 0.03% of carbon dioxide, 0.04% of other gases, even water vapor, water also present in the atmosphere, and dust particles, dirt, salt, plant pollen, bacteria, and etc. These things are present in atmosphere. So we know the oxygen is very important to take a breath in human lives, human beings. So this is where so this all composition are present. That's why the Earth is like it is a special. It is totally different from other planets. Now after this, the composition of environment, will go to the important layers of atmosphere. The important structures of the atmosphere. We go to structures of atmosphere. Structures of atmosphere. Here, already I have told you in atmosphere there are totally 5 types of layers play a very important role in the protection of Earth. So in that, first it totally from surface of the Earth to it extended till up to 1600 kilometers. 1600 kilometers from surface of the Earth to surface of the earth to till 1600 kilometers. The atmosphere are surrounded by the earth. Okay, so which layer comes first, that we'll learn one by one. Here first one comes troposphere. Okay, just this one I wanted to show you through diagram. This is the mother earth. Okay, so this is, will take here the means it will be helpful for us to show you the this. Okay, this is a first layer called a troposphere. Yes. So first point in troposphere, this is the first layer of atmosphere, which comes first. So this is extended from surface of the earth to 16 kilometers. Okay. So nearby the equator line. Equator line means which is divides the earth into 2 parts. So this is called a equator line. Equator line. Okay, so here on the nearby the equator line, so this troposphere is extended up to 16 kilometers, and in the north pole and south pole, that is extended to till 8 kilometers. Troposphere is extended to till 8 kilometers in the north pole and south pole, and on the equator line. So the troposphere is expanded to up to 16 kilometers. Okay, so this is the what first point you have to. This is the first point of troposphere. Then we go to next this. So here the containing of a mixture of various gases in different proportions. So we know the various type of mixtures. Already we have studied about gases, different type of gases, composition of atmosphere. We know the different type of gases, dirt, water, vapor, everything is mixture. So that type of the various type of gases and different type of proportions are mixed. So that is a comes in second point. Okay, so we can write here different types of gases. So that all we have studied in composition of atmosphere, and dust particles, water vapor all comes in second point. Okay, now we go to third point. All weather and climate changes such as a, so all type of weather and climate changes in the weather, like example like a rain, fog, this ice fall, lightning, rainfall, snowfall, thunder, lightning. So those all the things happens. So those happens only in the troposphere. Okay, this is the troposphere. Troposphere. So here what happens? Lightning, lightning, thundering, and rainfall, snowfall, fog, etc. So this is the third feature, important third feature. So which happens only the climatical and weather changes, which happens only in troposphere. Okay. So this is the third point. This is the third point. Now we go to fourth point. The fourth point is here the temperature in this layer drops uniformly. The temperature here, see, if we move above 165 meters, if we go above 165 meters, that time what happens? The 1 degree Celsius of temperature decreases. Okay, so above 165 meters above, what happens? The 1 degree Celsius temperature decreases. This is the fourth main point. 165 meters above 1 degree Celsius temperature decreases. Okay, this is the fourth point. Okay, now I told the 165 meter above the 1 degree temperature decreases. This calls the normal lapse rate. This calls the normal lapse rate. Okay, now next one. Here, this layer absorbs the whatever this maximum amount of heat radiated from the surface of the earth. So this layer, what happens? It absorbs the maximum rate of the heat which is radiated from the earth. Okay, this layer is absorbs the maximum number of heat. This is the fifth point. Observes the maximum heat which is radiates from earth. Okay, so this is the fifth point. Now sixth point. So this is the boundary of the troposphere. So this boundary is called a tropopause. So this boundary, okay, this troposphere is extended up to 16 kilometers. So this is called a boundary of troposphere. So this is the boundary of troposphere is called a tropopause. Okay, did you understand this much? So let's I'll do the recap of this. First one is just 5 points we will once again revise. So it is extended till 16 kilometers. In the in equator line it is extended to 16 kilometers, and northern and southern pole it extended till 8 kilometers. Okay, this is the first point. And the second point, the different type of this layer is contained the different type of gases. Okay, and the fourth point, here the weather and climate changes. Example like a lightning, thunder, rainfall, snowfall, fog, etc. So this type changes happens in weathering and climate that we can find only in troposphere. And here the 165 meters above, what happens? The after going 165 meters above, 1 degree Celsius temperature decreases. And the fifth one, this layer absorbs the maximum heat which is radiates from the earth. Okay, and the boundary of the troposphere is called a tropopause. So these are the important points regarding troposphere. Now, after this, we will go to next layer. So that is called a stratosphere. So this is the stratosphere. This is called stratosphere. Okay. So now here the stratosphere is extended till 50 kilometers. From surface of the earth to it is extended up to 50 kilometers. This is the first point. Okay. Now we go to second point. Here, the absence of weather phenomena in this layer makes the conditions stable and ideal for flying aircrafts. Here, the weather condition or this climate, it is the condition of this layer is here. The weather is absence. Here, there is no changes in weather or climate. Always the weather will be stable. There will be no changes like no rainfall, no lightning, no thunder and all, no snowfall, fog and all. It happens here. There is a absence of weather. What happens? Always the aircrafts and aeroplanes. Okay, they fly here on through this. They fly through this layer. Okay, aircraft and aeroplanes. Now, this is the second point. Absence of weather. This is the second point. Okay. Now we go to third point. Third point is important. Here, the important in this layer, important third point is the ozone layer. There is a ozone layer here. Ozone layer. Okay, this ozone layer protects Earth from ultraviolet rays which comes from sun. Okay, this is the ozone layer. Ozone layer. Okay, it protects from ultraviolet rays which comes from the sun. Okay, so this ultraviolet rays, how it affects on the Earth? If it falls directly on the Earth's surface, what will happen? So what will happen means here it creates a lot of problems. Actually, the sun burns skin. Its skin will burn. Okay, skin burns, and the various skin and eye diseases will be, and even many cancers, even the cancer, the skin diseases or eye problem will happen because of this ultraviolet rays. But what happens? This ozone layer, it protects human beings and surface of the earth from ultraviolet rays. Okay, it plays a very important role, ozone layer. Because of this ozone layer, we can walk summertime and all. This heat will be not we will feel not much heat because of this ozone layer. If there is no ozone layer, what will happen? The sun rays falls directly on the skin and we will get a skin diseases. The skin diseases will start to us. Okay, so this is the third point, ozone layer. Now we go to next point, that is called, this layer is also free from all type of weather phenomena, as example like water vapor and even this is all type of means it is free. It is free from all type of weather phenomena. There is no changes. Okay, here there is a no changes, or it is free from all type of weather phenomena. Like example, like a rainfall, no fog, no snowfall, and all. Here always there will be the clear and stable weather will be there. Okay, so after this we'll go to next here, and here the dust particles and the water vapor content will be less. The dust particles and water content will be less. Water content will be less. This is the fourth point. Fifth point, here you can see the lower of the this ozone layer. Here the temperature will be normal. Temperature will be normal, but the upper side of the ozone layer, here temperature will be increased. Temperature will be high, because here this part observes the ultraviolet rays. Because of the observation of ultraviolet rays, here the temperature is high in this top of the stratosphere. Okay, here the temperature will be normal, and otherwise temperature will be less. But this here the temperature will be high because of observing ultraviolet rays. Okay, so this is after this, here this boundary which ends the stratosphere, it is called stratopause. This is called the stratopause. Okay, did you understand this much? After this, we will go to next part. We'll go to next part, that is called mesosphere. Okay, it is extended up to 80 kilometers. It is 80 or 85 kilometers. It is extended up to 85 kilometers. Now we are going to learn about third layer called a mesosphere. This is extended up to 80 to 85 kilometers. Okay, so now this mesosphere, here the temperature decreases. Here what happens? The temperature is less. Temperature decreases. Here the temperature decreases, and this is the first point. Here the temperature is less, decreases. Okay, and and this is called a mesospace. This pause. Mesopause. This is know about mesopause. This is the second point. The first point is here the temperature is decreases, and due to the temperature, water vapor present in this layer is frozen and forming ice clouds due to low temperature. Because of low temperature, here the this here the low temperature, what happens? Here the water vapor frozens. Water is frozen. Water will be frozen in this layer. Okay, and it forming the ice clouds. When the water frozen, it forms the clouds. It forms the clouds. Okay, so this is known as noctilucent clouds. Okay, this is known by noctilucent clouds. I'll write it here. I'll write it here. NOCTILUCNT clouds. Okay, why? This is becomes a noctilucent clouds. Why? Because the temperature here, the temperature is decreases, and the water vapor, the water become frozen, and it forms the clouds. Okay, so such clouds, what do you call here? Just a minute. This type of clouds occasionally we can see at night in the summer in high latitudes. So these type of climates we can occasionally we can see in the night time in night time in a summer in the high altitudes. Okay, otherwise latitudes we can see. After this, we go to another point, that is called this mesosphere is also the protective layer. This is known as a protective layer. I'll write it here. This is known as a protective layer. Protective layer. It protects the surface from meteorites. It protects the surface of the earth from meteorites. So meteorites means it is a piece of rock. Okay, it is a piece of rock which comes the outer space. Okay, which comes from the outer space. But what happens when it comes? It is the friction. Meteors it burn out due to friction with the atmosphere. So when it enters in the earth atmosphere, they will be because of the friction with the atmosphere. It burns and it will burns and it will destroy because of this atmosphere. So that's why what we call for this protective layer. This is called a protective layer. Okay, this is the and this part is called a mesopause. So this much maybe you have understood. Now whatever the difficulties you have, so that you can send it in the doubt sections. So these are the important 3 layers today we have studied, and again 2 layers that we are going to learn in next class. Okay, now till this much it is enough today, and next things we will learn in the next class. See you, bye then.